countdown is on to the Summit Federal Credit Union Taste of Syracuse. The area's largest food festival is back June 6th and 7th in and around Clinton Square. As always, admission is totally free. Chow down on $2 samples while you enjoy a full weekend's worth of live entertainment from local and national acts, including Stephen Page, formerly of Bare Naked Ladies. Kick off your summer the right way at the Summit Federal Credit Union Taste of Syracuse, presented by Tops Friendly Markets, June 6th and 7th in and around Clinton Square. For more info, check out tasteofsyracuse.com.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Well, I guess now that there we go. Sports Show. Call the cops on me? Oh, sirens out there. ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Oh, man. Technically, it's a weird because it's like it's my Friday here, but not my Friday for reals, and probably nobody else's Friday at all. So I have to tread carefully. You know what I'm saying here? But I always tread carefully and never have public outbursts. 315-437-7644. On a Thursday that also involves Cocoa Puffs, which I will be indulging in the second I get my ass out of here. I don't know what the weather was doing earlier. I didn't need a jacket, depending on where you are. I don't think I need one now. There were some sprinkles coming in sooner or later. So that's just what happens when you get into a rut, or not a rut, a routine. I've decided I do tell you about the weather every morning before I get in, or every afternoon before I get on here. I was scrunching my eyes to see if it said it was 69 out. It is not. Oh, that's the sexy misread of the temperature of the day. Jeez. We also got all our friends over on twitch.tv/qsportstalk.com. CNY Nerd Chick, Kev, Matt from Auburn, Fuzz, T-Murph. And 495,000 others tuning in. Wow, that's crazy. Don't look that up. Don't. What do you guys got going on today? What's good? What's good in the world of you guys and gals here? Anybody in anybody's office celebrating a birthday? Get some cake? I'd go for some cake. What's on the platter, if you will, today? We've got a couple teams making their way into their championship finals. Sorry, distracted. Softball butts on my TV. That's not bad. And it's an Oklahoma softball butt, as ESPN's got softball on it. Don't make me do live softball updates. No. As it's currently like I said, yeah, some people's advancing. We'll chat about that. We are going to wrestle with the fact that I didn't get to any wrestling yesterday. I was wrestling with the fact that it was a Wrestling Wednesday. So we'll do a little bit of that. And then this, to be perfectly honest with you guys, was quite possibly the first day that I've debated whether or not I wasn't going to even bother doing the baseball highlights. I was like, because when I was reading the stuff early this morning before I saw highlights, I was like, what the hell? I got to do the Emerald Top 5. But no, I didn't do the Emerald Top 5, just regular Top 5, because there's some fun stuff. There's a couple fun ones in there that we can get to. Over here, the guys, everyone's chatting. on our Q Sports Talk chat because that's what everyone was doing here. Fuzz has just got another hour and then they're out of there. That's it for your Thursday. Kev from Liverpool. Let's see this. Okay. All right. Couple brewskis. Tully's for lunch in our Twitch chat. Come on. I want Tully's for lunch. Oh, I could eat a chicken tendy. I'm back a little bit on board with Tully's. Because back like 20 years ago, they changed the breading, which makes me feel extremely old to even say that. Because that was like the jam in high school, growing up, for at least me anyway. And even into the early 20s, you go there, and good God, the Oklahoma pitcher is gorgeous. What? You'd go to Tully's, and you'd get the tendies, and then they changed the breading. A lot of you kids are too young. You don't remember original Tully's tenders. This is Tully's Tenders 2.0. I don't care what anybody says. And for a while, they lacked a little bit, but it's good to see around the CNY area that they are ramping their game up for at least the summer, because I've heard of a couple people, they're better than they used to be. I got them recently, and they were better than they've been recently. And we have someone in the Twitch chat says they were delicious, so let's go.
Dun, dun, dun.
And here we go. No, I want chicken. Okay, the bread makes the breading for him. I mean, that's cool. Kind of a local place. I'm not blaming the breading. It was one of those. If it's not broke, why fix it? So, oh well. So let me hold on. I need to allow a term in our Twitch chat because someone was genitals deep in some French fries. That's another thing. We like to sidebar here, since we're talking Tully's. They're fries. When you have them there, they're okay, but it's you get a nice hot fry from Tully's, it's all right, but it's almost like, for me, it's an interesting place where I don't even order the fries. I get that multi-tender thing that's available in between like the entrees and the whatever. If I'm not sitting down and eating, I'll be like, no. Hold your fries. Hold your sub roll that you have convinced us all for so long that it's garlic bread, and just give me all them delicious tendies. And I wasn't today's year old when I learned this, but it wasn't that long ago that I even paid attention to the fact that their garlic bread that they used to give you, I don't know if they still do. I don't think they do. I don't think I got garlic bread on my tendies last time. Oh, maybe they don't. But it was just like the bottom of a sub roll that they would garlic bread up a little bit. So, completely forgot why we were talking a bunch of tendies. That's the sidebars. Sports show. What do you want me to do? That's the sports show. All right. We might as well dive genitals deep into some sports, as that's kind of what we do around here a little bit, and we hang out and we have fun. And coming up in the summer, we do all sorts of fun stuff here. I can't wait for summer stuff. The Tennessee pitcher's hot too. Oh my. We need more cameras in here so I can show what's on the TV, so we can take a look at some hot softball co-eds, says the 40-year-old. All right, let's start with we started with it yesterday, or whenever I did it, I don't remember. With hockey, we might as well start with hockey again. Let's do some hockey. Panthers, Carolina, Hurricanes. Hurricanes, when I was watching this, got out to an interesting kind of lead a little bit. It was like 2-0 after the first, and I went, okay, all right. I turned it, came back at some point, 3-0. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, 3-2. Pardon me, 3-2 via the Panthers. And the Panthers ended up winning this game and headed back to the Stanley Cup final for the back-to-back times, which is pretty impressive here. Here's the last little bit.
Never underestimate the heart of a champion. The Florida Panthers on the road, leading 3-1. It's a 3-3 game. Alexander Barkov, Carter Verhaeghe, boom, buries it, and the Panthers take a 4-3 lead. In the end game, it's mayhem. You have the empty net, and it's a penalty. So you've got 6 on 4. And how often do you see it, Steve? Here comes Sam Bennett out of the box, chases down the clear. He buries the empty netter. The Panthers will defend the Stanley Cup. Didn't touch the trophy. A little chirping from the respective coaches after, Steve?
It was a conversation.
I like that. That was cool in the picture after the Panthers got there. They always do this. Nobody touches the cup till you win it. But in the picture, they were as far away from it as they could be. So there you go. And then you've got our CNY, Central New York, our Edmonton Oilers probably going to put away Dallas tonight in Dallas, even though the Dallas Stars have a cool laser show they put on the ice at their home ice. And that's always interesting. But that'll probably be it. Edmonton and Florida going to be going at it again. I would imagine. I won't be able to probably talk to you for, I don't even know when. I didn't even drop that bomb. That won't be for just a little bit. But I think the Stanley Cup final should be pretty good. These West and Eastern Conference finals have not been good. That one was at least an interesting game, I guess, as you had the weird goal at the end with the empty net to make it 6-4. I don't know. Empty net, I'm opposed to. I don't know enough about hockey, so I know hockey fans are going to be like, you idiot, you stupid son of a bitch, you don't know nothing about hockey. How could you know? That stuff. But I don't know. I feel like, you know what? The only way for people to score is to, go around the goalie. You know what we should do? Take that goalie right out of there. I know it works out a lot, but still, that's just a weird one. All right, over to the NBA as another game that I'm not even playing the highlights. I don't have the highlights of this game because this was not even a game. Not even a game. Oklahoma City Thunder, Zombie Sonics, 124-94 for the Timberwolves. How do you go down in an elimination game like that, man? Anthony Edwards did not look good. Julius Randle did not look good. Rudy Gobert, I mean, I don't know. The first quarter I watched before I turned it and didn't come back for a very, very long time. 26-9. 26-9 as the Thunder for something like the worst, I don't know if it's a stat, worst stat I've seen in the ESPN bottom line ticker, where Oklahoma City Thunder has been to like 5 NBA finals in their history or whatever. I don't think so. Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't know that name. It was Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls versus Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, and the Oklahoma City Thunder? Oh? Or was it conference finals they were in? Either way, OKC, start your own run, which they have that now. No more OKC hate, because I really like this team. They look really good. Whoever wins this series between the Knicks and the Pacers, it would be so cool. So I'm going to stick with the theory that the Knicks do the craziest rally and win this series and then get swept by OKC in the finals, because I'd rather watch the Knicks and Oklahoma City. But here's a guy who I didn't think was going to be winning the MVP and when the series started, Jalen Williams, the sidekick. SGA wins the MVP. Jalen Williams wins the conference finals MVP after the game with SVP. And I thought this was a funny clip because he's holding the trophy that he won, and you can see it, which doesn't help for the audio part of you guys listening. But you can see he's visibly uncomfortable holding this trophy.
That 4 big wins are still required, but 12 is a hell of an accomplishment. How satisfying is this moment?
It's pretty cool. I've never really won anything, so it's cool that I'm one step closer to, winning something big. This moment is very cool. We're going to enjoy it for probably about 2 days, and then, obviously we got bigger fish to fry.
How heavy is that thing?
I can't lie. It's like holding a kid. It's like 40 pounds.
Yeah, I was good. You want to put it down? Because it looks a little heavy. Like it looks like it might be so. You're going to hold that thing, huh?
No, I'm going to hold it. I brought it out here. I'm going to hold it. I need to turn it over so y'all can see it. There we go.
Heck yeah. So as we look behind you, I see Shea and his family, and it's just this connectivity of the group. Last time you were on with me, you mentioned Chet and his whole crew in the building in Minnesota. It's something I feel like we've asked so often about, Jalen, but just when you really enjoy each other's company, and Shay's saying you're spending off days together, like, I just feel like that's just so productive on the floor. Do you think that that's a big part of what we see nightly from your group?
For sure. We take pride in it. I think everybody always talks about how we're kind of like an AAU team, and it sounds like a joke, but it's also kind of just like how our team is. Like, we really enjoy being around each other. We play so many games in the NBA. You go through so many ups and downs. I feel like it just has made us closer. We're all around the same age. We're all going through the same part of the NBA together. And we kind of lean in on that.
You hear that part there about, yeah. You hear that part there about they're all the same age. They're all going through this together, all that. This was really funny because they are a very young group, but also they better win this now. I don't know how to say this. They better win this now for the sake of the players for after, but also for the sake for Oklahoma City Thunder to get one under their belt. Because after this year, there's 3 guys that are going to probably ask for max contracts, and one being that Chet Holmgren, he was Wemby before Wemby was Wemby, but he gets hurt more than James Harden. So we'll see if he asks for a max contract. They all ask for max. They all get $49 million a year. But this was kind of funny after the game where they were talking, where the coach was interviewed for OKC right on the court, and you heard Jalen Williams there talk about how they're all the same age, all like hanging out, all like having fun. Well, this was just downright silly goose theater. The coach is going to get talked to, and they all start throwing towels on his head. Oh, my God. And then he calls them idiots.
Coach,
silly goose theater.
Season success for a young team doesn't always translate into postseason success. Why has it for your young team?
These guys are uncommon. You know, they do everything right. They're professional. They're high character.
They're doing it now. They're putting towels on his head now.
They're idiots.
Oh! Got the whole crowd laughing.
And most of all, they're team first. They embody everything it means to be a team.
Oh, shucks. What a rascal right there. The coach covered with towels after the game. As now we await the winner. Will it be tonight? Pacers? I hope not, because I want to watch this series go on, because I don't want to watch just basketball or baseball for a week. Like a conference finals game or something sprinkled in here or that. Speaking of baseball, which I just said I don't want to watch only for a week, come back and talk about it for a couple minutes. Sports Show.
ESPN 97.7 and 100.1. Impressive from all angles. The exterior of the BMW X330 X-Drive exudes presence and power. Expansive surfaces and dramatic curves combine to form its monolithic proportions. From the formidable front end to the imposing rear. Recent all-new 2025 BMW X330 X-Drive at Verdict BMW.
Kev, I'm down with that. I like that. I could be down with that. All right, I need a nice calm song to come back to. CNY Nerd Chick, spoiler alert coming up, talking about that. Is your brain on drugs?
Over 20 real lenders, no games, no giving. You want respect? A real
Syracuse gets fined. I'm William Attar. We see it every day. Good people facing tough challenges after car crashes. Insurance companies.
Oh, no, my.
But that's where we step in. Our team fights for you, working to get you the
A new withdrawal request on my Coinbase account. What am I going to do? My Coinbase account. How? Oh, I should leave one of these in and hear. We're all going to, you know what, today we're all going to hear an old Chris McManus promo. That's what I should do. We're going to play a Chris McManus promo and hear what it is. We did it that I accidentally played it that one day. I forgot to delete these. Right? Said RJ and Chris McManus. Whatever. So I have no idea how Chris McManus is doing. To be honest with you, I assume good. Wasn't he wicked rich before he even went off and do other things? So Boston Sox cock. I see it. I see what you did there.
Check out the Boeheim Foundation, Wilson's RV, out and about near you. Register for the Boeheim Weekend Experience at Turning Stone, June 27th and 28th. Includes the annual Boeheim Foundation Celebrity Golf Classic, Poker Tournament, and more. Register at BoeheimFoundation.org. And you can round up your purchases at Wilson's to help our foundation and support children in our area. Thanks to Galaxy Media Group and CNY Central for their support.
Did they really, Gavino? That was cool. I once wore a shirt that I bought on the grounds of Buffalo Bills Stadium that didn't have any vulgarity. It just said Philadelphia Eagles Haters University, and they wouldn't let me into the stadium with the shirt. That day did not go well. Mellow out. Everyone mellow out.
Fall is here, hear the yell, back to school, ring the bell, brand new shoes, walking blues, climb the fence, books and pens, I can tell that we are gonna be friends. I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest on the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safe
Love it.
to school with us.
Thursday. Oh, my goodness. Cocoa Puffs.
Without a sound.
My K-Rock Twitch channel show.
Here we are.
Puffs Cannabis. 7 o'clock tonight. In case anybody's looking to watch that. You probably weren't, whatever. But I'll be doing it at a special time tonight. The second my ass walks out of But then also 7 o'clock tonight as we get over on my Twitch channel, also known as K-Rock's Twitch channel. We'll have lots of fun there right now. We're having lots of fun on ESPN Radio, 97.7, 100.1. Broadcasting live from the Harding Mazzotti studio. And most of us will be broadcasting live out of a big old tower in just a couple weeks at the Summit Federal Credit Union. Taste of Syracuse. I mean, we'll talk about it, but it sells itself because it's a food fest, but also is technically like the largest local music fest you can find in the area. It's 20 hours of local music. I can't wait for Sophistafunk. That's going to be fun. But it's all weekend long. I mean, like I said, it's a food fest. There's $2 samples. I got $2 samples at my punch booth. Just saying. But it doesn't cost you any money to get in. That's my least favorite thing, where people are like, yeah, but you want to come enjoy this festival of food where you have to also pay? Well, you better pay to get in. That's asinine. I'm giving you all 100 free tickets right now to go to the Taste of Syracuse. Boom. You don't even got to do anything. They are already in your brain. It's crazy how these tickets work. You got them. You just walk right in. And don't say anything to anybody about anything because they're for you. Can't wait to see you there. We'll all be there broadcasting. Brian Higgins, personally, cannot wait. I've talked to him to talk to all of you guys on Saturday when he's out there broadcasting because he wants to see all you guys. As a matter of fact, everybody come up and talk to him. Every single person. That'll be great. Actually, you know what? That ties in well. It's a less than 45-minute tease to the 315 with Brian Higgins. So, all right, a little bit of baseball before we wrestle with the fact that I didn't get to any wrestling yesterday. How about that? As we got well, then I wouldn't be able to play the things. Oh, I can put it on this thing. Talking out loud, you guys know what I'm talking about. Put on this little board here that I've never actually used in the 17 years plus that I've worked here. It's okay. Only been here 17 plus years. And then I can play the baseball music there and then the clips here. I got to get old school baseball music going because then I can do these. The Admiral plays of the day. I just like this guy. Number 5. This isn't even like a crazy play. I just like O'Neal Cruz on the Pirates. I like talking about him. I like seeing him hit dingers. Here he goes again.
Whatever you want up the third base line for an easy double. He's not had a hit since, but here we go. Way up high. Corbin Carroll's at the wall. Gone.
This meant nothing.
And O'Neal Cruz is heard from after all.
And now it's like
12th of the year.
10-0, right? That was just the 5th play. I just like O'Neal Cruz. I like the Pirates. Their stadium is cool. Paul Skeens was on the mound. He gets himself a victory. He's now 4-5. This guy is a record of 4-5. That's not good. But an ERA of 2.51. Or wait, sorry. 2.15. That's beyond asinine. And the sexy stat of the day, if you're going to be a pitcher and throwing 2.15. All right, number 4 would be just kind of a weird ejection. You'll hear him talking about it. Nobody knows on the Reds who's actually ejected in this one.
It was what we would call him. Called third strike and a delayed call by Carlos Torres. And now Carlos Torres just threw somebody out of the game. If you go by the white box, it looked like a strike. The argument now is who was ejected because Carlos Torres threw somebody out and then immediately said, no, not him. It was that guy.
Well, I see Nick Martinez, it looks like, has his arms outstretched. Tito probably follow him, yes. He'll follow him into the showers early. Well, you go watch the replay. They're going to see it was a strike.
The manager, Terry Francona, I think he was just confused.
That certainly was within the strike zone. Carlos gives the quick point in the ejection. He gone?
He gone. But again, they were looking around. They were like, wait, I'm ejected. And then the umpire does the old, no, not you. You. And even that guy's like, I still don't know what you're talking about. This one, number 3. I don't know why this is number 3. I can't. It's been a long week. I don't remember why I made this number 3. There's no reason to. Did the Blue Jays? All right, they won technically because of this. That had to be part of the reason. Here's Bo Bichette. Fun name to say, Bo Bichette. You say it all at one the thing like that. It sounds like you're saying a swear. Why don't you go and go Bo Bichette yourself, huh? Right? I like it.
One strike pitch. That ball's hit well.
Bichette.
Deep out to left. Back goes Osuna. That's gone.
Great.
And Bichette comes off the bench.
Similar to last night, as you get deeper into this game.
I missed that. Was it a pinch hit home run? Good for him. Blue Jays win. The number 3 play of the day. 2-0. The number 2 Emerald play of the day is interesting because I have 2 clips. And the first one is about Aaron Judge getting intentionally walked 2 times.
They're going to intentionally walk Judge with first base open wide because, Jeff, with runners in scoring position, this year, 18 for 40, hitting 450.
Well, I think you probably are going to see him go down to first, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
There he goes. And because it might as well be the theme of the show, I don't remember what the second clip is. Why the Yankees
no part of Aaron Judge.
No, terrible call. Terrible call, they say, to end the game here in the second clip. But here's they're giggling.
Two innings of game 6. Older Yankee fans will remember the name Gene Woodling.
I don't know
the interaction between Judge and Ron Washington.
Because they were laughing. Ron Washington, my favorite coach in all of baseball. But then listen to the Angels broadcast team at the end of this game. They're big mad.
Ball is called a strike off the plate to end the game.
That is a horrible call. That's a horrible call.
This one was never a strike either.
That's never a strike out of his hand.
It's not.
Never a strike.
Nope. It really weren't. There was not a strike. Yankees win 1-0, which will help Yankees fans be even more enthusiastic as they win yesterday 1-0, and the Red Sox and our number one Emerald play of the day get walked off again by the Brewers. This is my voice does that thing.
1-2. Ground ball hit to second base. They're going to come home. The throw is wide. The game is tied as Frelick is going to get up and go to.
So a wild pitch gets them tied.
Second.
Gets tied.
Gift for the Brewers.
Terrible, terrible throw.
Fly ball into center. Rafael is back. Tagging is Frelick. Rafael makes the catch. Here's the throw home. It is late. Ball game over. Caleb Durbin does it again.
Unreal. I just was letting that play out for Red Sox fan as long as we could. The Braves, they were, I think they were losing 3-2 in the first game of their doubleheader, so that's no good. We got to go to break because I wasn't paying attention again. Be right back. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. I got a tinkle here. Then we'll come back. Let me load these first, and then we'll do that. Gavendo, I can't encourage or say anything about that, but I'm not telling you no, bud. Weed, yes, absolutely, yes. I also can't confirm or deny anything like this, but make sure you go over and check out our friends at Sweetgrass. All right, beer back. Right, go for a little lake ride, bro? Forgot I had another one of my sugar-free Monster beers. Oh, jeez. All right, let's bounce back with something loud and annoying now.
ESPN 97.7, 100.1. Watch live on QSportsTalk.com.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Back. Second half sports show, ESPN Radio. 97.7 and 100.1. Thursday is Cocoa Puffs Day, 7 o'clock. I don't know if you watch it. If you don't, it means you hate my guts. That's fine. But new time tonight, just for tonight, because I got some stuff to do in the morning. If you're going to be up early, you can join Josh and I out at Golden's in Utica. We're going to be eating God knows what, diner food. But bright and early out in Utica tomorrow for the last stop on our diner tour. Big, huge diner tour that we talked about 1 billion times for several months. And our last stop out at Golden's tomorrow. I don't know. The space is limited and it's very confusing. Hopefully you guys can get out there and hang out. We're not sure. I don't even know if Ketchup Katie's gonna be able to come out. I think so, but the space. I mean, I'm gonna have to sit on her lap because it's a tight area. But we got to get you guys a couple shirts left that we got out there. We're gonna get some posters of the diner tour. Just excited. Can't wait to catch you guys out bright and early, which means my alarm will go off at about 3-something a.m. Good for me. Yay, I win the job fair lottery. All right. Last little bit of the week here, I guess. Next week, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I don't like times I get to talk wrestling with you for a little while. Oh, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot to talk about when I get back. A lot to talk about. But I guess as we wrestle with the fact that it's still just Thursday, let's go all the way back almost a week on SmackDown. As it was a good SmackDown. It was all right. There were some decent matches. The tag team match, maybe, well, the end of the championship tag team match, I thought was going to be the best match. Might have been end up being Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo beating Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix. But the end of the tag team match is what's got my attention as a little return happened on somebody's birthday.
Here comes Tez. Round and over to clear up the division.
This is the most insane division on planet Earth. Wait!
Oh, he misses. He went for the splash again. Spine buster. Spine buster, big dog.
We need something big here, Street Profits. Fraser does not want to stay down this evening. Montez Ford, after that massive collision on the outside, taking a beat.
Tez is a legal man.
Here we go.
This could be from the heavens. This could...
There's the buzz.
Wyatt 6! Wyatt 6!
Blood Clash!
Uncle Howdy! Dead center!
Awesome. And they get in there as the hold on. Sorry, I didn't delete the last bit of that. I think there was a poop word in there. As they returned on, I think it was Bray's birthday, and I've got myself my Luke Harper tattoo there. I still don't have a Bray one, But I got that. That was really about it for SmackDown, other than all of the build-up that went on with Saturday Night Main Event. You had a lot of that going on. And I was a big fan of Saturday Night Main Event for sure, man. I really liked it as you had guys kind of just beating the crap out of each other the entire night. And it started out with something that you're probably all very well aware of now, a new member to a certain stable with Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman as Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn. Sorry. Start that over again. Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker were fighting Sami Zayn and CM Punk, and now there's a new member of the stable that involves Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. There we go.
Looking for the Helluva kick. It's not great. Heyman grabs Zayn. Paul Heyman just saved this tag team.
I set all these up when I thought I'd have much more time to play these for you guys. So this is a longer clip. But this is how you start the night.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where the big Bronson Reed?
Loved it.
Just eliminated CM Punk.
Loved it.
A super spear from Braun Breaker. And a win for Rollins and company.
And that is just, I mean, the last time we saw Bronson Reed, basically he was kicking the crap out of Seth Rollins. So that was pretty cool to see that they have set their differences aside. And coming up, we'll get to some Monday Night Raw stuff. As you probably saw, that's what they kind of went about saying, why they brought on Big Bronson Reed. Also on Saturday night's Main Event, a match we talked about a bunch, John Cena and R-Truth. Although the one thing about Saturday night's Main Event, that match showing it, this match showing it, the Main Event match showing it, it all just set up other things, basically.
Not on the line in this matchup. John Cena, I believe, just wants to embarrass and do damage to R-Truth tonight above and beyond anything else.
Can't use that, says Jason Ayers, the referee.
Put R-Truth down for good.
He doesn't want to hit him with the belt, but he will kick him in the nuts.
Maybe this is the moment.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe John Cena has reconsidered.
Maybe he has
kick him in the nuts.
So he looked in the eyes of one of his admirers and said, maybe this isn't the way I need to be.
Here it comes. He gave him the belt back. He gave him the belt back. John Cena turned face.
Oh!
Nope.
Cena went low. AA delivered.
Nut kick. Oh, John Cena, who we will see later to set up Money in the Bank, which is very weird. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre went at it. What the best part about that match, other than it was an unreal match, Damian Priest winning, was that Jesse Ventura was unaware that you could walk out of the cage. And the clip that I had, they didn't put it in there. They must have edited it on WWE.com. But Jesse Ventura was very pissed off that you could just walk out of the cage. It was pretty funny. You can go back and watch it. But that match was insane. They talked about Edge as Damian Priest did a concerto. Pretty cool, right? Huh? Talking about Edge? And then the main event, Jey Uso taking down Logan Paul. But there was a fracas, if you will, as Cena interferes. And then there's a return by a guy that garnered 30 million views just by returning on Saturday night's Main Event. Uso and Logan Paul.
To retain the championship. Jay from up top, frog splash connecting. Uso into the cover. Hooks the leg. Oh, Cena! John Cena just pulled the official out of the ring, and now he's assaulting Jey Uso.
Because they got to set up other stuff. Cena said in the back that he was going to retire wrestling, whereas Jey Uso was going to lose his belt to a YouTuber.
I'll retire with the title.
Oh.
And the one you have is going to be worn by a YouTuber.
I just said it.
That prophecy may come true here tonight. The official's out.
The pop he still gets. The pop he still gets. Unreal. Not that he's been there forever, but
Rhodes is back for the first time since WrestleMania.
I loved it. All right, he stole my thunder, Kev.
Crossroads to Cena. Meanwhile, Logan Paul's got brass knuckles.
I forgot this match was still even going on at this point.
This is wildly spare by Uso.
Climbing up. Climbing up. Here we go.
Jay going up top. Frog splash. Rod Zapata has come to. Uso retains.
There it is. And that's how your Saturday night main event will go out match-wise. And then Cody Rhodes gets in the ring. And it's basically at Money in the Bank going to be John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. But that's not the main event. The Money in the Bank is the main event. So there you go. Saturday night's main event was just kind of the tip of the iceberg. We're not going to get to everything that I wanted to. There's still another premium live event with NXT we're going to talk about. Then there's Monday Night Raw. And then there's regular NXT that happened on Tuesday where they may have mentioned a certain return of somebody that's in a group that might be named Osiris Griffin. Yeah, I didn't think he would win a championship that quick. Eventually, Logan Paul is going to be a champion. He gets too many views.
You know what, Paul? I've heard you have a lot of those things. You can sell yours there, too, if you need some scratch. I have a Millennium Falcon and Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. I'm still not coming over to play with it.
Pawn Pro, your local, friendly, family-owned store on Erie Boulevard East. They're not your typical pawn store. Stop by, call them, or visit them online at pawnpro.com. You never know what you're going to find at Pawn Pro.
We don't play games at Matthews Kia of Clay, where we want you in the driver's seat when choosing your Kia. That's why our knowledgeable salespeople are here to help guide you and answer all of your questions. This month, we're featuring the 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease for only $297 per month for 36 months. Lease selling price $23,590. Or our Kia Seltos S for only $371 per month for 36 months. Lease selling price $27,870. Both with $1,999 due at signing. Family owned since 1973 and providing award-winning sales and service. Come check our new state-of-the-art facility and shop free.
No, not Saturday. I agree. Definitely not Saturday. You guys couldn't see that, but I just threw a highlighter right straight into a coffee cup. It was the most impressive thing I've ever done.
Oh, yeah, folks, it sure is summertime. You're probably not warming the house as much right
Oh, did you get the enhanced one? I don't have to because I've got that other thing. I've got the other thing that you don't need. Or unless I got my enhanced early. I forget. I think I got my enhanced early a while ago. That's how I got into Canada. So I'm not getting a passport. Not a chance. Uso's getting some flack for a very poorly received Raw. Or poor received Raw, not well received. Couldn't remember what I said already. That's crazy, Kev.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Kill switch, engage. Banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Tell him. So, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. We don't even have time for Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not going to talk to you guys for so long. Oh, my God. I am so much of a busy boy. But don't worry. Despite anything you hear, I will be back. And I will make my glorious return eventually. And it will be glorious. One left polyfade. All right, ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. Couple minutes left of the sports show. The less than 15-minute. Is it? Well, give or take a couple seconds. Tease to the 3 and 5 with Ryan Higgins. All your Cuse news, as I give you zero of it. I don't got none. What I do got is wrestling talk, huh? As we did we did Saturday night's main event stuff, but also this past weekend, there was another premium live event on the network, NXT Battleground. And we like to follow NXT because of a certain man that is employed on that show. And NXT is getting a little weird these past couple days. On NXT Tuesday, we saw Stephanie Vaquer lose her NXT Women's title. Very confusing. She's one of the best, if not the best in the world, and she lost. But even more shocking was on NXT Battleground on Sunday. This happened to one of the most over wrestlers in the world, TNA champion Joe Hendry.
This could completely change the landscape of the industry. To my point, Joe Hendry is the face of TNA right now. A right that he won by defeating a former WWE superstar known here as Dolph Ziggler. Now Nick Nemeth there. Hendry has what it takes. But listen to this place. This place is starting to rock. Yeah. And that's the second time Joe Hendry has met those steel.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. That was how loud the crowd was at the beginning of that match. And now you get in here where Trick Williams brings in the TNA title.
Hendry from behind. Shoulders down. Title on the line and a kick out from Trick. Here we go, another standing O. Trying to hit a second time. Thumb to the eye, though. Rake in the face of the champion. And now Hendry. Face first on the TNA World title. And the officials got to let that go. That was incidental. The title was on.
I like Trick Williams more than I like Joe Hendry.
That time, under the
trick shot, bitch.
Into the cover. Oh, my God. What? Here is your winner and the new TNA
Unreal, man.
Champion, Trick Williams.
Awesome, man. And then on Tuesday, like I said, you had Stephanie Vaquer lose her title, but also you found out that Osiris Griffin will be making his return next week, hopefully, at least on TV, as Dark State will be back. Monday Night Raw was just as good as previous weeks. I kind of thought. A lot of people did not agree with me, as it was its second lowest rated Monday Night Raw of all time, as qualifying for the Money in the Bank coming up, Penta and Seth Rollins. So there you go, man. We wrestled with the fact that I didn't get to wrestle until today, but we're good. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the flippity flop. I don't know. We'll see. Just follow me on the social medias, and then I'll be back sooner than later. We're busy beavers. We're the bushiest beavers on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Enjoy your weekend, and get ready. It's the less than 6-minute tease to the 315 with Brian Higgins. See you tonight on Cocoa Puffs, and then tomorrow morning at Golden